She'll live.
Thank God.
You're a pair of lucky parents, I can tell you now. I thought she wouldn't.
Nonsense. She's a Keller. She has the constitution of a goat. She'll outlive us all.
Yes, especially if some of you Kellers don't get a night's sleep. I mean you, Mrs. Keller.
You hear, Katie?
I hear.
I brought up 2 of them, Doctor. This is my wife's first. She isn't quite battle scarred yet.
Don't be merely considerate, Doctor. Will my girl be all right?
Oh, by morning she'll be knocking down Captain Keller's fences again.
Well, isn't there anything we should do?
Put up stronger fencing, huh?
Oh, just let her get well. She knows how to do it better than we do. Main thing is, the fever's gone. These things come and go in infants. You never know why. Just call it a acute congestion of the stomach and brain.
I'll see you to your buggy, Doctor.
I've never seen a baby. More vitality.
Is that right?
That's true, Captain.
Hush, hush. Don't you cry now. You've been trouble enough. Call it acute congestion indeed. I don't know what's so cute about a congestion just because it's yours. We'll have your father write an editorial in his paper. The wonders of modern medicine. Well, they don't know what they're curing even when they cure it. Men and their battle scars. We women will have to. Helen! Helen! Captain, will you come? Oh! Helen!
What's wrong, Katie?
Look!
Well, Katie, she's well. She only needs
She
time
can't
to...
see! Look at her eyes!
Helen?
Or hear you! When I screamed, she didn't blink, not an eyelash!
Helen! Helen!
She can't hear you!
Helen!
Sugar is what my mother told me a long time ago.
Oh, I just love those people. Oh, how did you stand it, Kate? Why haven't you talked to that Baltimore man? It's not a thing you can let go on and on like the weather.
The weather doesn't ask permission to me, Aunt Ev. Speak to my father.
Arthur, something ought to be done for this child.
A refreshing suggestion. What?
What? That famous oculist from Baltimore I wrote you about. What was his name?
Dr. Chisholm.
Yes, yes. Well, I heard lots of cases of blindness people thought couldn't be cured. He's cured. Well, he just does wonders. Why don't you write to him?
I've stopped believing in wonders.
I think the captain will write to him soon. Won't you, Captain?
No.
Good money after bad, bad after good.
Arthur, if it's just a question of money.
It's not money. If I thought it would do any good, I'd carry it to every fool doctor in the country.
I think the captain will write to him soon.
Katie, how many times can you let them break your heart?
Any number of times.
What, child? What?
As long as there's the least chance for her to see or hear. I think with your permission, Captain,
I
I'd
said
like to
no,
write.
Katie.
Why, Arthur, only a little bitty letter to see if he can help her.
He can't.
We won't know that to be a fact, Captain, until after you write.
Katie, he can't.
Father stands up. That makes it a fact.
You be quiet. I'm badgered enough here by females without your impudence. Well, Katie, I might as well work in the hen yard as to work in this house.
You really ought to put her away, Father.
What?
Some asylum is the kindest thing.
Why, Jack? That she's your sister, not a nobody.
Half sister and half permanently defective. She can't even keep herself clean. It's not pleasant to see her about her all the time.
Do you dare compare
beg you not to broach it again, Ev. I've done more than I can bear. I can't devote my whole life to it. This house is at sixes and sevens from morning till night. It's time some attention was paid to Mildred here instead.
Shh, Captain, you'll wake her.
I want some peace in this house. But one way we won't have it is by rushing up and down the country every time someone hears of a new quack. I'm as sensible as anyone else. To this affliction, it hurts me to see the girl.
It was not our affliction I intended you to write about, Captain.
Oh, Helen, my buttons! Oh.
She wants the doll to have eyes.
Oh, my goodness. I'm not decent.
She doesn't know better, Aunt Ed. I'll put them on again.
Never mind with everyone letting her do whatever she takes her narrow mind to do.
You be quiet.
What did I say now?
You talk too much.
I was agreeing with you.
Whatever it was, the proud child, the least you can have of the little things she wants.
Oh. Well, it's worth a couple of buttons, Kate. Look. Oh. Oh. This child has more sense than all these men fellas. If there's ever any way to reach that mind of hers. Oh!
Helen! Helen! Don't do such things. I don't think you understand.
Katie!
How can I give it to you? Darling, my poor child.
Katie, some way of teaching her an iota of discipline has to be...
How can you discipline an afflicted child? Is it her fault?
I didn't say it was her fault.
Then whose? I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to teach her? Feed her till she's black and blue?
Well, it's not safe to let her run around loose. There must be some kind of way of confining her so she don't...
Where? In a cage? She's a growing child. She has to use her limbs.
Answer me one question. Is it fair to Mildred here?
Are you willing to put her away?
Now what?
She won't step talk. Like you and me. Every day she slips further away. I don't know how to call her back.
Oh, I have a mind to take her to Baltimore myself. If that doctor can't help her, he'll know who can.
All right, the man, Katie.
Who could do nothing for the child, of course. Well, it was Dr. Bell who first suggested that she could be taught. Now, I've written the family only that a suitable governess has been found, a Miss Annie Sullivan from Boston, and that she'll come. Now, Annie, you'll no doubt find it very difficult there. But I know it's been hard for you here at school, too. But in just a few years and hard work, look at everything you've accomplished. But always this Irish battle for independence. Well, the only thing that saved you here at school was there was no place else to send you to. Your eyes hurt.
My ears, Mr. Anagnos.
Now, Annie, that's not a proper thing to say. You see, this is what I'm talking about.
But I know what I'm like. What's the child like?
Like?
Well, is she bright or dull to start off?
Who knows? If she's dull, then you have no patience for this?
Oh, in grown-ups you have to, Mr. Anagnos. I mean, in children it just seems a little precocious. May I use that word?
Only if you can spell it.
Premature. So I hope at least she's a bright one.
Who can say? Deaf, blind, and mute. You know, she's like a small safe that's all locked up, and no one has the key. If you could open it, you might find a treasure inside.
Maybe it's empty, too.
Maybe. I should also warn you that she's much given to temper tantrums.
Well, so am I if I believe all that I hear. It means something is inside. Maybe you should warn them.
Well, Annie, I've written nothing about your history. You'll be among strangers there who know nothing of it.
Well, we'll keep them in a state of blessed ignorance.
Maybe you should tell them?
Why? We have enough trouble with people who don't know.
Well, in case you have a problem, so they'll understand.
The only time I have trouble is when I'm right. Is it my fault it happens so often? Mr. Anagnos, I I won't give them any trouble. It is so ladylike, they won't even notice I've come.
And be humble. It's not as if you've got so many offers that you could pick or choose. You're going to need their affection working with this child.
I hope I won't need their pity.
Well, we could all use some pity from time to time. So, you came to us a student, and now throw you into the world a teacher. If the child can be taught. No one's expecting you to perform miracles, even for $25 a month. Now, in this envelope, a loan for the train, which you will repay me once you have an account of your own. And in this box, a gift from all of us on the faculty, with our love.
Mr. Nognos. I don't know what to say. That I'm an ignorant, opinionated girl and everything I am I owe to you.
That's only half right, Annie.
Which half? I crawled in here like a drowned rat. Thought I died when my brother Jimmy died, and that I'd never again come alive. You say with love so easy. And I haven't loved a soul since. Never will, I suppose. And the Perkins School gave me more than my eyes back then. They taught me how to spell. With all the fights and trouble I've been in here, it taught me what love is and how to live again. Oh, I don't want to say goodbye. Glad the girls from the school aren't here to see me fall apart.
They were disappointed they couldn't come to the station to see you off. Oh, but they did send you a gift as well. Also, with their love. They were concerned about the southern sun and how it might affect your eyes since your most recent surgery.
My eyes feel 100% better. Oh, how wonderful of them. Please give them my thanks.
They also sent a gift for Helen.
It's beautiful.
Beatrice, in particular, wanted me to remind you. Make sure you give this to Helen.
She knows how I am with dolls. It will be the first thing I give her, if I don't keep it for myself. Mr. Anagnos, please tell them that I'm not leaving because I want to. But I'm a grown-up now, and grown-ups have to earn a living. And this is the only way I can.
So, let's get you on that train. Annie? Annie?
Coming!
Jimmy, go by himself. He's been poking around that garden all day. You ought to rest your feet.
I can't wait to see her, Bonnie.
And maybe she ain't gonna be on this train neither.
And maybe she is.
Maybe she ain't.
And maybe she is. Where's Helen?
Oh, upstairs, yelling around. She knows something funny's going on.
Well, let her have a supper as soon as Mildred's in bed, and tell Captain Keller that we'll be a little delayed tonight.
Again.
I don't think we need to say again. Simply delayed will do.
I mean, that's what he's gonna say. What? Again?
Jimmy,
Sir,
you don't look dressed for anything useful, boy.
I'm not. It's for Miss Sullivan.
Well, there's no need holding on that porch. I asked you to see if those strawberry plants will move this evening.
I'm moving your Mrs. Keller instead to the station.
Mrs. Keller, must you always speak of her as though you've never met the lady?
Mother. I said mother.
Captain,
Evening, dear.
we're off to meet the train, and supper will be a trifle delayed tonight.
What? Again?
With your permission, Captain? What you want, honey? Mama? One little tea cake ain't gonna spoil your appetite now.
She's gone. She's gone. My son and I don't get along. You don't even know I'm your father. No one likes me. And supper's delayed. Well, here. I brought you some stick candy. A little bit of sweet can't do no harm.
Captain Keller, how am I supposed to get that child to eat her supper? You keep giving her all that trash.
Tend to your work. Well, maybe she's right. Take that back. Helen! Out! Helen!
Miss Sullivan?
Here! Well, I've been on trains so many days I thought they must be backing up every time I dozed off.
I'm James Keller.
James? I had a brother, Jimmy. Are you Helen's?
I'm only half a brother. You're to be her governess?
Well, try.
You look like half the governess. Miss Keller, Miss Sullivan.
We've met every train for 2 days.
I changed trains every time they stopped. The man who sold me that ticket ought to be tied to the tracks.
Do you have other luggage, Miss
Oh,
Sullivan?
yes. You didn't bring Helen. I was hoping you would.
No, she's home.
You live far from town, Mrs. Keller?
Only a mile.
Well, I suppose I can wait another mile, but don't be surprised if I get out and push the horse instead.
Well, Helen's been waiting for you, too. She's expecting something, heaven knows what. Such a bustle in the house. I expected a desiccated spinster. You're very young.
You should have seen me before I left Boston. I got much older on this trip.
I mean, to teach anyone as difficult as Helen.
I need to try. I can't put you in jail for trying.
Is it possible, even, to teach a deaf-blind child half of what an ordinary child learns? Has that ever been done?
Half?
A tenth.
No. Never. Dr. Howe did wonders, but an ordinary child? But then I always thought when I was reading his reports that he never treated like ordinary children. Well, like eggs, everyone was afraid would break.
May I ask how old you are?
Well, I'm not in my teens, you know. I'm 20.
All of
3 big advantages over Dr. Howe that money couldn't buy for you. One is his work behind me. Why, I've read every word he wrote, and he's not exactly what you call a man of few words. And another is to be young. Why, I've got energy to do anything. And the third is I've been blind.
Advantages?
Some have the luck of the Irish, and some do not.
What will you try to teach her first?
First, last, and in between, language.
Language.
Language is to the mind more than light is to the eye. Dr. Howe said that.
Language? We haven't been able to get through to her to sit still. I don't, despite your years, to have such confidence. Do you inside?
No. I'm as shaky inside as a baby's rattle.
Don't be. We'll do everything we can to help and to make you feel at home. Don't think this is strangers, Miss Annie.
Well, strangers aren't so strange to me. I've known them all my life.
Welcome to Hobby Green, Miss Sullivan. I take it you are Miss Sullivan.
That's my husband, Miss Annie, Captain Keller.
Captain, how do you do?
A pleasure to meet you. I trust you had a agreeable journey.
Oh, I've had several. When did this country get to be so big?
Where would you like to trunk, Father?
Well, Miss Sullivan can get at it, I imagine.
Yes. Where's Helen?
In the hall, Jimmy.
We put you in the upstairs corner room, Miss Annie. If there's any breeze at all this summer, you'll certainly feel it.
Not at all. I have it, Miss Sullivan.
I'd like it, Captain.
I couldn't think of it. You'll find
Let
in the
me-
South we view our women as the flowers of
I
civilization.
have something in it for Helen. Thank you. When do I see her?
There's Helen. Well,
She's very rough, Katie.
I like her, Captain.
They certainly rear a peculiar kind of girl up north. How old is she?
Well, she's not in her teens, you know.
She's only a child. What's her family like sending her off this far?
I couldn't learn. She's very close-mouthed about some things.
Why does she wear those glasses? I like to see a person's eyes.
For fun. She was blind.
Blind?
one just before she left.
Blind? Good heavens! Did they expect one blind child to teach another? Has she experienced at least? How long did she teach there?
Well, she was a pupil.
A pupil? Katie, this is her first position?
She was valedictorian.
Here's a house full of grown-ups can't cope with the child. How can a half-blind, inexperienced Yankee schoolgirl manage her?
Great improvement. Now we have two of them to look out for.
You look after those strawberry plants.
Nothing I say is right.
Why say anything? Don't be long, Captain. We'll have supper right away.
All the trouble I went to, and that's how I look? Oh no, not the drawers! All right, Miss O'Sullivan. Let's begin with dog. D. O. L. L.
You spell pretty well. Finding out if she's ticklish? She is. What is it, a game?
An alphabet
Alphabet?
for the deaf. D. O. L. L. She is a bright one.
You think she knows what she's doing? She imitates everything. She's a monkey.
Yeah, she's a bright monkey, all right.
She wants her doll back.
Right, she spells it.
Spell? She doesn't even know this thing has a name.
No one expects her to. I just want her fingers to learn the letters.
Doesn't like that alphabet of yours, Miss Sullivan. You invented it yourself.
Spanish monks under a veil of silence, the job which you take. Cake from Washington up north. It's the best I can do. C. A. K. E. Do what my fingers do. Never mind what it means. C. A. K. E. Get it down fast. Maybe I'll take that away from you too. Now. D. O. L. L. Think it over. L. L. Imitate now. Understand later. End of the first lesson. Oh, you little wretch! Oh, no one taught you any math! Helen? Helen! Helen, let me out of here!
Hey.
Oh.
Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo gal, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of the moon?
Don't worry. You're not lost. Only out of place. And toothless! Oh, it hurts.
Supper's ready, Jenny. Will you call your father?
Certainly. Father, supper!
Don't need to shout. I've been cooling my heels for an hour now. Sit down.
Certainly.
Barney!
Yes, I am right here.
Oh, Mildred went directly to sleep, Bonnie?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
That babe's an angel. And Helen had a good supper?
Well, I don't know, Miss Kay. Somehow she didn't have much of an appetite.
Dear.
Well, now, couldn't say the same for my part. I'm famished. Katie, your place.
Where's Miss Annie?
She's in her room.
In her room? Doesn't she know hot food must be eaten hot? Go up at once, Jimmy, and bring her down.
Certainly. I'll get a ladder.
What?
I'll need a ladder. Shouldn't take me long.
What shouldn't take you long?
Jimmy, do as I say. Go upstairs and tell Miss Sullivan supper's getting cold.
She's locked in her room.
Locked in a
What on
room?
earth are you talking about?
Helen locked her in and made off with the key.
You stand there and say nothing?
Everyone's been telling me not to say anything.
Bonnie, check out back to Helen, see if she has that key.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Sullivan, are you in there?
Oh, I'm in here all right.
Is there no key on your side?
Well, if there was a key in here, I wouldn't be in here. Helen took off with it. The only thing on my side is me.
Miss Sullivan, I'm not in this house 10 minutes. I don't see how you managed it.
I'm not even on my side.
Barney,
Yes, sir.
put that meat back in the oven.
Right away, sir.
She doesn't have the key.
Nonsense, she must have the key.
No, I've checked her pockets and everything. She doesn't have it.
Katie, she must have the key.
Would you prefer to search her yourself, Captain?
No, I would not prefer to search her. She nearly took my kneecap off this afternoon merely when I tried. Take that ladder back.
She could have hidden the key.
Where?
Under a stone, in the flower beds, in the grass.
Well, I can't plow up the entire grounds to look for a missing key. Jimmy, bring me a ladder.
Oh, what is he doing of?
Can't go for ma'am all that hard.
Miss Sullivan,
Yes, Captain?
come out.
Well, I don't see how I can. There isn't any room.
I intend to carry you. Climb onto my shoulder and hold tight.
Oh, no, that's very chivalrous of you, but I can climb
Miss
that.
Sullivan, follow instructions.
Captain.
I hope this is not what this time we may expect from you.
Captain, I'm very capable to climb down
I'll leave the Ladder.
Oh, you little devil! You think I'm so easily gotten rid of. Well, you have a lesson or two to learn first. I have nothing else to do. And nowhere else to go. Attempted to control her. The biggest problem I have is how to discipline her without breaking her spirit. But I shall insist on reasonable obedience from the start. Down, under, and up. Be careful of the needle. Fine. You keep out of my work, and maybe I can keep out of hot water. All right. Let's begin with temperance. B-A-D-G-I-R-L. Bad girl. G-O-O-D. G-I-R-L. Good girl. Very good girl. Oh! S-E-W-I-N-G. C-A-R-D.
What are you saying to him?
I was just making conversation. Saying it was a sewing card.
But does that mean that to her?
No. Before she knows what spelling is, she has to learn what a word is.
You keep spelling to her. Why?
I like to hear myself talk.
Captain says it's like spelling to the fence post.
Does he now?
Is it?
No. It's how I watch you talk to Mildred.
Mildred.
Any baby. It's gibberish. Baby gibberish or grown-up gibberish. Do they understand a word of it to start? But somehow they begin to if they hear it enough. And I'm letting Helen hear it.
Other children are not impaired.
Oh, there's nothing impaired in that mind. It works like a mousetrap.
After a child hears how many words, Miss Annie? 1,000,000?
I guess no mother's minded enough to count.
What did she spell?
I spelled card. to learn that everything has its name.
When will she learn?
Maybe after 1,000,001 words?
Well, it's a bedtime. Sorry, Miss Annie.
Why does she get a reward? For stabbing me?
Well, we catch our flies with honey, I'm afraid. We haven't the heart for much else, and so many times she simply cannot be compelled.
Yes, I'm the same way myself. The more I think, the more certain I am that obedience is the gateway through which knowledge enters the mind of a child.
Breakfast ready?
No, but shouldn't we give the devil his due, Father? The fact is we lost this out 2 years earlier when he outthought us fine Vicksburg.
Outthought is a peculiar word for a butcher.
Honest Mecker, wasn't he?
I said butcher. His only virtue is a soldier with numbers, and he led them to slaughter with no more regard than for so many sheep.
If even in that sense he was a butcher, the fact is he...
And a drunken one, half the war.
Agreed, Father. If his own people said he was. I can't argue he...
What did you find to admire in such a man, Jimmy? The drunkenness or the butchery?
Neither, Father, only the fact is that he beat us.
Well, he didn't.
Is it your contention we won the war, sir?
He didn't beat us. We lost Vicksburg because Pemberton gave Bragg 5,000 of his cavalry. And Loring, whom I knew as an nincompoop before you were born, marched away from Champion's Hill with enough men to have held him. We lost Vicksburg on stupidity, verging on treason.
I would have said we lost Vicksburg because Grant was one thing no Yankee general was before him.
Drunk? I doubt it.
Obstinate.
Obstinate? Could any of them even compare with that with the old Stonewall? Why, if he'd been there, we still have Vicksburg. What's the matter there?
Miss Annie, you see, she's accustomed to helping herself to our plates.
Yes, but I'm not accustomed to it.
No, of course not. Mind me!
Here, let me get something quieter.
But her table manners are the best she's had. Well,
Let her this time, Miss Stone. It's the only way we get the adult conversation around here. If my sons have merit that description, I'll get you another plate.
I have a plate, thank you.
Bonnie, I'm afraid what Captain Keller says is only too true. She's going to keep on until you give her what she wants.
Mind bring Miss Stone another plate.
I have a plate. Nothing's wrong with my plate, and I intend to keep it.
huh, you see why they took Vicksburg?
Miss Stone. It's only one plate or another. It's hardly a matter to struggle with her pride.
Oh, I'd rather have a more heroic issue myself.
No, really, I must insist you. Now she's hurt herself.
No, she hasn't.
Will you please let her hands go?
Miss Annie, I'm afraid you don't know the child.
I know an ordinary tantrum well enough when I see one in a badly spoiled child.
Here, here.
Miss Sullivan, I'm afraid you'd have more understanding of your pupil if you had some pity inside you. Now
Pity?
kindly do as I say.
For this tyrant, the whole house turns on her whims. Is there anything she wants she doesn't get? I'll tell you what I feel sorry for. The sun won't rise and set for her all her life, and every day you're telling her it will. What good will your pity do when you're pushing up daisies, Captain Keller?
Kate, for the love of heaven, will you
Miss Annie,
please?
please, it doesn't serve to lose our
It
temper.
does you good, that's all. It's easier to feel sorry for her than it is to teach her anything better, isn't it?
I fail to see that you've taught her anything yet, Miss
Oh,
Sullivan.
I'll begin this
Kate, this girl, this come of a girl, presumes. Why, I tell you, I have half a mind to ship her back to Boston before the week is out, and even inform her so of me.
Aye, Captain.
She's a hireling. Now, I want it clear, unless there's apology in a complete change of manner. She goes back on the next train. Will you make that quite clear?
Where will you be, Captain? Well, I'm making it quite clear.
At the office.
William, I thought what she said was exceptionally intelligent. I've been saying it for years.
To his face.
Kate, but that child is a Keller. Need not remind you that all the Kellers are cousins to General Robert E. Lee. I don't know who that girl is. The only soul that I've heard of from Boston, too, and I think twice about locking her up at that time, is that man John M. Look there. If you can't find something better to do, honey, believe me, I can. Now you get it.
Give it a beat, Miss Kate. I'll sneak around back. Put her in a crib. This child never gives me a moment's worry. Oh, this babe's the angel of the family. No question about that.
What happened? She ate from her own plate. She ate with a spoon herself. And she folded her napkin.
Folded her napkin.
The room's a wreck, but her napkin is folded. Well, be in my room, Mrs. Keller.
Don't be long, Miss Annie. Dinner be ready right away.
Folded her napkin. My Helen folded her napkin.
This soul, this blind, deaf, mute woman. Can nothing be done to disinter this human soul? The whole neighborhood would rush to save this woman if she were buried alive by the caving in of a pit, and labor with zeal until she were dug out. Now, if there were one who had as much patience as zeal, he might awaken her to a consciousness of her immortal soul. The chance is small indeed, but with a smaller chance, they would have dug desperately for her in the pit. And is the life of the soul of less import than that of the body?
Now, Kate, I will not have it. You did not see that girl when she went after supper tonight to look for Helen in her room.
No.
Why, she practically climbed out of her window to escape from her. What kind of a teacher is she? I thought I'd seen her at her worst this morning shouting at me, but I come home to find this entire house disorganized by her. Helen won't stay 1 second in the same room with her. Won't let herself be bathed or dressed or taken to bed or even by Miney now. And the end result is that you have to do more for the child than before we hired this girl's services. From the moment she stepped off that train, she's been nothing but a burden, incompetent, ineffectual, impertinent, immodest.
She folded a napkin, Captain.
What?
Not ineffectual. Helen did fold her napkin.
What is so extraordinary about folding a napkin?
Well, it's more than you did, Captain.
Kate, I did not bring you all the way out to this garden house to be frivolous. Now, how does Miss Fullerman propose to teach a deaf, blind pupil who won't even let her touch her?
I don't know.
The fact is, today she scuttled any chance she ever had of getting along with the child. Now, if you see any point of purpose in her staying on any longer, well, it's more than I can, because
What do you wish me to do?
I want you to give her notice.
Well, I can't.
If you won't, I must. I simply will not. Miss Sullivan,
Captain Keller, Spiny said I'd find you both here in the garden house. I thought we should have a talk.
yes, well, come in. Katie.
Captain,
Well, I wanted to make my position clear to Mrs. Keller in private. I am not satisfied. Yes, in fact, I am deeply dissatisfied, Miss Sullivan, in the manner in
Excuse
which
me,
you have...
is this little house ever in use?
In the hunting season. Now, Miss Sullivan, if you'll please give me your attention. I have had to make allowances for you because you come from a part of the country where people, well, women, I should say, come from a part of the country where, well, allowances must be made. Nevertheless, I have decided that I have decided that, Miss Sullivan, I find it difficult to talk through those glasses.
Of course.
Why do you wear them? The sun's been down for an hour now.
Any kind of light hurts my eyes.
Put them on.
Thank you, Captain.
Miss Sullivan, I've decided to give you another chance
To do what?
to remain in our employ, but on two conditions. I am not accustomed to rudeness in service or women, and that's the first. If you were to stay on, there must be a complete change of manner.
Whose?
Yours, young lady. Isn't it obvious? And the second is that you convince me of the slightest hope of teaching a child who flees from you now like the plague to anyone else in this house.
There isn't.
what, Miss Annie?
I can't teach a child who runs away from me.
Then do I understand you propose to...
Well, if we both agree it's hopeless here, then the next question
Miss
is what...
Annie, I am not agreed. I think perhaps you underestimate Helen.
I think everybody else does.
She did fold her napkin. She learns. She learns. Why, do you know she began talking when she was only 6 months old? She could say water. Well, not really. Wawa. Wawa, but she meant water. She knew what she meant, only 6 months old. I never saw a child so bright or outgoing. It's still in her somewhere, isn't it? Miss Annie, you should have seen it before her illness. Such a good-tempered child.
She has changed.
Put up with it. And with us.
Us?
Please. Like the lost lamb in the parable. I love her all the more.
Mrs. Keller, I don't think Helen's worst handicap is her deafness or blindness. I think it's your love and pity.
Now what does
All
that
of you
mean?
feel so sorry for her that you treat her like a pet, and even a dog you housebred. No wonder why she won't let me come near her. It's hopeless for me to try to teach her language or anything else
Miss
here.
Annie, before you came, we spoke of putting her in an asylum.
What kind of asylum?
For mental defectives.
I visited there. I can't tell you what I saw. People like animals with rats in the halls. And what are we to do if you should give up?
Give up?
Well, you said it was hopeless.
Here! Give up what? Why, I only today saw what has to be done to begin. I want complete charge of her.
You already have that.
No, I mean day and night. She has to be dependent on me. For what? Everything. For the food she eats, and the clothes she wears, and the air she... Yes, even the fresh air she breathes. Everything her body needs is a primer to teach her out of, and the one who gives it to her should be her teacher, not anyone who loves her. You have so many many feelings for her, and they fall all over each other like feet. You won't use your chances, and you won't let me.
But if she runs from you to us...
Yes, that's the point. I'll have to live with her somewhere else.
What?
Until she learns to depend on and listen to me.
For how long?
As long as it takes. I packed half my things already.
Miss Sullivan!
Captain, it meets both your conditions. It's a way I can reach her, and I don't see how I can be rude to you if you're not around to interfere with me.
And what is your intention if I say no? Pack the other half for home? Abandon your charge to...
The asylum? I grew up in such an asylum. State almshouse. Rats. Well, my brother Jimmy and I used to play with rats because we didn't have any toys. Maybe you'd like to know what you will find there not on visiting days. There was one ward full of old women, crippled, blind, most of them dying, but if what they had was catching, there was nowhere else to put them, and that's where they put us. There was another ward with younger ones, prostitutes mostly, with TB and epileptic fits, and some of the kind who kept after other girls, especially young ones. Some just insane, and some just had the DTs. The youngest ones were in another ward to have babies they didn't want. They left afterwards, but the babies stayed, and we played with them too, although they had sores all over from diseases you're not supposed to talk about. My brother and I played in the dead house where they kept the bodies before they could dig the graves. No, it made me strong. But I don't think you need to send her one day. She's strong enough. I have no conditions, Captain Keller.
Miss Annie,
Yes?
where would you take Helen?
Oh, Italy?
What?
No, you can't have everything. How would this garden house do? We can furnish it, bring her here after a long ride, and she won't know where she is. You could see her every day if she doesn't know.
Well, is that all?
That's all.
Captain, with your permission.
Why must she depend on you for the food she eats?
Because I want control of it.
Why?
It's a way to reach her.
So you can starve her into letting you touch her?
She won't starve, she'll learn. All's fair in love and war, Captain.
You
never cut supplies.
This is hardly a war.
Well, it's not love. A siege is a siege.
Miss Sullivan, do you like the child?
Do you?
You can have a servant here.
I'll have enough to do without watching after a servant, but maybe that girl Martha could sleep here and run errands for me?
I think we could let Martha sleep here, Captain, don't you?
And some furniture all our own.
Captain, would that oak secretary in the barn be too much?
I have not yet consented to Martha, or to this house, or to the proposal, or to Miss Sullivan staying on when I... Very well. I consent to everything. For 2 weeks. I'll give you 2 weeks in this place, and it will be a miracle if you get the child to tolerate you.
2 weeks? Can you accomplish anything in 2 weeks, Miss Annie?
Anything or not. 2 weeks and the child comes back to us. Make him remind Miss Sullivan. Yes or no?
2 weeks. For one miracle. I'll get her to tolerate me.
Can't think as little of love as you said, or you wouldn't stay.
I didn't come for love. I came for money.
What?
A. It's the first of many. 26. Does she know where she is?
We rode her out in the country for 2 hours.
For all she knows, she could be in another town.
That's a sign for me.
I know, 2 weeks.
Miss Annie, please be good to her. These 2 weeks, please try to be very good to her.
I will, Mrs. Kelly. What did I get myself into now?
I can't understand it. I had every intention of dismissing that girl, not setting her up like an empress.
Yes, what is her secret, sir?
Secrets?
That enables her to get anything she wants out of you, when I can't.
She does not get anything she wants.
Don't!
Captain,
I'm afraid. What does he want of me?
My God, don't you know? Everything you forgot. When you forgot my mother.
What? One thing this girl's secret is not, she does not fire one shot and then disappear. Don't mind him, Katie.
Captain, I am proud of you
For what?
for giving this girl what she needs.
Why can't my son be? He can't bear me. Think I treat him as hard as this girl does Helen.
Perhaps you do.
He must learn some respect.
Do you like the child? How empty the house is tonight.
No! No pity on either of us! I will touch you! Oh, but how? How do I get... Martha! Martha! Come in here, I need you! Martha, get out of bed and come in here! Martha, are you awake? How would you like to play a nice little game? What? With Helen, she's behind the bed. Touch her hand.
Let me go! Let me go! She's trying to talk. She's gonna hit me!
She knows how to talk. She knows letters. Here, I'll show you. Like this. See? She's mad at me now, though. She won't play. Here, this is C. Like this. C. And this is A. Like this. A. C. A. C. A. C-A-K-E. She spells cake, she gets cake. It's funny. She doesn't know it means this. She knows how to spell it, but she doesn't know she knows. How would you like to learn one she doesn't know? M-I-L-K. This is M, like that. This one's I, it's easy, just a little I'm teaching Martha a new word. Now, this one's L. This. And this is K. Oh! You're jealous, are you? So we're back to touching. Touch and go there for a while. No love lost. So, here we go. M. You can go to bed now, Martha. You've earned your sleep. Thank you. M. I. L. K. M. I. L. K. Now all I have to do is teach you one word. Everything. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. That mockingbird don't sing. Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring turns brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. If that looking glass gets broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. And if that billy goat don't go, Mama's gonna buy you a cart and roll. And if that cart and roll turn over, Mama's gonna buy you a dog named Rover. And if that dog named Rover don't bark, water, Helen. This is water. W-A-T-E-R. It has a name. A, Helen. A. E-G-G. It has a name, Helen. The chick has to come out of its shell sometime. And you come out too. The only way out for you is language. To learn that everything has its name. Mug, Helen. M-U-G. Mug. It has a name. M-U-G.
Katie, you haven't eaten.
I haven't the appetite. I'm too restless. I can't sit to it.
You must eat, my dear. It's been a long day waiting.
But it's been a short 2 weeks. Never thought life could be so noiseless.
C-A-R-D. Card, Helen. R-D.
Is it wrong to enjoy a quiet breakfast?
Jimmy.
Like I said, is it wrong to enjoy a quiet breakfast after so many years? And you two even seem to enjoy each other.
Well, it could be even more noises, Jimmy, without your tongue running every minute. Haven't you enough feeling in you to imagine what Kate's been undergoing ever since?
Captain, it's true. The 2 weeks have been normal, quiet, all you say, but not short. Interminable.
Water, Helen. W-A-T-E-R. But it means this. W-A-T-E-R.
I only meant that Miss Sullivan is a woman. Go it, T.
If and when you're a parent, Jimmy, you will understand what separation means. A mother loses a protector. You'll learn that we don't just keep our children safe, Jimmy, they keep us safe. There are, of course, all kinds of separation. Katie has been undergoing one kind all these years. Another is disappointment in a child.
Every day, I feel more and more inadequate.
Kate, I'm sorry. Sometimes I just can't help it. Open mouth, insert foot.
No, it has been better for everyone.
If only there was someone to teach Helen and to teach me. Kate would teach her as much as Helen.
What does he want from me?
That's not the question, Jimmy. Stand up for the world. That comes first.
But the world is him.
Yes, and no one can do it for you.
Kate, at least we... Could you be my friend?
My mind is undisciplined, full of skips and jumps and disinterested, disjoined, disinterested, disjoined. Where's discipline? Oh, what a dictionary. You have to know how to spell it before you can look up how to spell it. Disciple, discipline, discipline, undisciplined.
What are you doing to your eyes?
It's worse on my vanity. I'm learning how to spell. It's like a surprise party. The most unexpected characters turn up.
You're not to overwork your eyes, Miss Annie.
Well, whatever I spell to Helen, I better spell right.
How serene she is.
She learned this stitch yesterday. I can't get her to stop. Such a little lady. She'd rather starve than eat with her fingers.
Oh, so much these 2 weeks, Miss Annie.
But not enough. Obedience isn't enough. She learned 2 nouns this morning. Key and water. That brings her to 18 nouns and 3 verbs.
But not what they mean.
No, it's still a finger game to her. Mrs. Keller, shall we play our finger game?
Well, how will she learn it?
It will come.
How?
How does a bird learn how to fly? We're born with words like wings. It has to come.
But how?
All right, I don't know how. I've done everything I could think of. Everything she's learned here. Keeping herself clean. Knitting and stringing beads. And climb trees and hunt eggs. Yesterday a chick was born in her hands. And all of it I spell. I never stop spelling. I go to bed at night with writer's cramp from talking so much.
Don't worry about you, Miss Annie. You must rest.
Now, she spells in her sleep. Her fingers make letters she doesn't know. In her bones, those 5 fingers ache to speak out. Something in her mind is asleep. How do I nudge that awake? That's the one question. No answer. Except to keep at it. Like this.
I need more time. Here?
Spell it. No.
Why not? Because I can't.
Spell it! If she ever learns, you'll have a lot to tell each other. Start now.
Mrs. Sullivan, on my way to the office, I thought I would stop by.
Captain Keller, outside, please.
Oh, my dear, the 2 weeks are up today.
They're not
Surely
up
you're-
till 6 o'clock.
Oh, now, what can a fraction of one
An
day
agreement
make?
is an agreement. Now, you've been very good. I'm sure you can keep it up for a few more hours.
Miss Sullivan, you are a tyrant.
Likewise, I'm sure. Now stand there and close the door if she comes.
I don't think you know how eager we are to have her back in our arms.
I do know. It's my main worry.
Well, it's like expecting a new child in the house. Well, she is so composed, so attractive. You've done wonders for her, Miss Sullivan.
Have I?
If there's anything you want from us in the matter of repayment, just let us know. It'd
I
be a
just
privilege.
called Mrs. Keller. I need more time.
Miss Annie.
Another week.
We miss the child. I miss her. I'm glad to say, and that's a different debt that I owe you.
She misses?
Well, of course she does. What a wrench this unexplainable exile must be to her. Can you say it's not?
No, but I...
Doesn't she need affection too, Miss Annie?
She never shows she does. She won't have any caressing her, or any...
But you're not her mother.
And what difference would another week make? You've done more than we ever thought possible. You've taught her constructive
I
things to
can't
do,
promise you
to
anything.
behave,
All I can do
even
is...
look like a human child. So contented, so manageable, cleaner.
Cleaner?
Well, we say cleanliness is next to godliness.
Cleanliness is next to nothing. She has to learn that everything has its name. That words can be her eyes to everything in the world outside her. And inside, too. What is she without words? With them, she can think and feel and share. Captain Keller, you publish a newspaper. Do I have to tell you what words are? And she has them now. 18 nouns and 3 verbs. They're in her fingers now. All I need is time to push one into her mind, and everything under the sun will follow. Don't you see that what she's learning here is only clearing a way for that? Just give me more time alone with her so I can push one of those words into her mind.
Miss Sullivan. I'm sorry. Look. What is she spelling?
Water?
Teaching a doll to spell? Why, the doll doesn't know what she means any more than Helen knows what you mean, Miss Sullivan. I think you ask too much of her and yourself. God may not have meant Helen to have the eyes you speak of.
I mean her too.
And what is it to you? You make us see how we indulge her for our sake. Is the opposite true for you?
Half a week?
An agreement is an agreement.
Mrs. Keller,
send Bonnie over to help you pack.
Not till 6 o'clock. I have her till 6 o'clock.
Very well. 6 o'clock. Come, Katie.
No, Helen. Doll. D-O-L-L. Doll, not water. Here. This is water, Helen. W-A-T-E-R. But how do I tell you? Not a soul in the world knows how to tell you, Helen. Yes. What's it to me? Give them back their child, housebroken. And everyone's satisfied. But me and you reach. Oh, I wanted to share with you everything the world has to offer. Everything that's on it is ours for a week, and it's gone. And what we are on it? Words, Helen. You can see 5,000 years back in a lot of words. Everything we think, know, and feel, and share in words. So not a soul is in darkness or done with, even in the grave. I know. One word, and I can put the world in your hands. How? How do I tell you that this, W-O-O-L, means a thing, and that the thing is this, Helen, wool, and this, C-H-A-I-R, means a thing, and that thing is this chair, Helen, and this dress, Helen, D-R-E-S-S, dress, and face, Helen, face. M-O-T-H-E-R. Mother. M-O-T-H-E.
Let her come.
Miss Annie, I've been waiting to give you this.
What is it?
Your first month's salary. With many more to come, I trust. It doesn't express what we feel and certainly doesn't pay our debt for what you've done.
What have I done?
Well, you've taken a wild thing and given us back a child.
I taught her one thing. No. Don't do this and don't do that.
It's more than we could.
But I wanted to teach her language. I wanted to teach her yes.
You will have time.
But I don't know how. I know to do nothing but obey is no gift at all. Obedience without understanding is a blindness too. Is that all I've wished on her?
No, no.
Maybe. I don't know what else to do. Simply keep doing what I've been doing, have faith that somewhere she's inside, waiting to come out like water underground.
It's enough for us.
You can help too, Captain.
How?
Even learning no has been at a cost of much trouble and pain. Don't undo it.
Why should we wish to?
The world isn't an easy place for anyone. I don't want her to just obey, but to let her have her way in anything is a lie to her, and I can't. Oh, and I don't even love her! She's not my child, and you have to stand between her and that lie.
We'll try.
Because I will. As long as you let me stay, that's one promise I'll keep.
Agreed. We've learned something too, I hope. Won't you come now to supper?
Yes. It's funny. I used to wonder how I could earn a living.
Oh, you do.
I do. Now I wonder if I can survive it.
May I?
Well, we're glad to have you back too, honey.
Keys. Yes, I'll keep the keys. I think we've had enough locked doors too.
Evening, General.
Would you say the grace, Jimmy?
And Jacob was left alone and wrestled with an angel until the breaking of the day. And the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. And the angel said, "Let me go, for the day breaketh." Jacob said, "I will not let thee go, except thou bless me." Amen.
Amen.
You angel.
It's a very strange grace, James.
Will you start the muffins, Ev?
From a good book, isn't it?
Well, of course it is. Didn't you know?
Yes, I knew.
Ham, Miss Annie?
Oh, yes.
Then why'd you ask?
I meant it is from the good book, and therefore fitting grace.
Well, I don't know about that.
Listen.
Thank you.
I mean, there's an awful lot of things from the good book that I wouldn't care to hear just before eating.
Well, fitting in the sense that Jacob's thigh was out of joint, and so is this piggy's.
I didn't flavor, James.
Pickles in there?
Oh, I should say so. You know my opinion of your pickles.
Well, this is the end of them, I'm afraid. I didn't put up nearly enough last summer.
What?
This year I'm going to do something different.
The Reverend stopped in the office today to complain his hens had stopped laying. Why, the poor fellow, he was all out of joint. All he could do was just
I've
sit and
always
play.
suspected those hens.
Of what?
I took their papers. Has he tried?
Oh,
And no!
It's a very special day.
It will be when I get into this.
Miss Annie, I've hardly had a chance to
Captain,
come home.
Kate, Miss Annie feels that if we indulge Helen in these little
what has the child done?
Oh, she's learned not to throw things on the floor and kick. It took us the best part of 2 weeks.
Well, it's only a napkin. It's not like it's breakable.
And everything she's learned is, I will not play tug of war with her. you, you realize.
She's testing you.
Jimmy, you be quiet. Now she's home. Naturally,
And
she's
wants
going-
to see what will happen in your hands. I said it was my main worry. Is this what you promised me not half an hour ago?
But she's not
And
getting
not
now.
learning not to. And Mrs. Keller, it's bound to be painful to everyone. I know it hurts to watch, but she'll live up to what you demanded for, and no more.
She's testing you.
Jimmy,
I have an opinion. I think I should...
no one's interested in hearing your opinion.
I'm interested. Of course she's testing me. Keep her learning from me, and she'll go on learning. Take her out of my hands and it all falls apart. Be bountiful. It's at her expense. Pass me some more of her favorite foods. Take him, Miss Annie. Thank you.
Now, I'm afraid you're the difficulty, Miss Sullivan. I'll keep her to what she's learned. You're quite right there. But I don't see why we have to send her from the table. After all, she is the guest of honor. Bring her plate back.
If she was an ordinary child, none of you would put up with one of these
Well,
things.
she's not. And I think some compromise is in order here. Bring her plate back. There. It's not unnatural. Most of us have some aversion towards our teachers, and occasionally another hand can smooth things out. Now, shall we start all over?
Hi.
Hey!
Don't get up!
Where's your
Don't
face?
interfere! Don't try to undo what I do! I treat her like a sane child because I ask her to see! I expect her to see!
Where are you going?
To make her fill this pitcher!
Arthur, are you gonna let her talk to you like that? A creature that works for you?
No, I am not!
Let her go.
What?
I said let her go. She's right. She's right. Kate's right. I'm right. And you're wrong. If you drive her away from here, it will be over my dead chair. Have you ever thought on one occasion you might be constantly wrong?
Captain,
Sit down, everyone. Please sit down, Jimmy.
all right, now pump! No, she's not here, pump! Water, Helen! W-A-T-E-R! Water! future.
Tea.